Welcome back to TNT. We are bringing you up to date with the latest with this earthquake situation. The epicentre was in north-central Myanmar. We'll get to some of the damage in that area now as that starts to come through. Most of the initial reports coming out of Bangkok, one of the population centres, of course, in the region. So we'll try and get you the latest. This is recorded at 7 minutes past 4, and we'll probably do another update before the end of the evening, but a lot more information coming through. Let's go to Sky News. Myanmar earthquake latest, dozens trapped as tower collapses in Bangkok after 7.7 Richter scale tremor hundreds of miles away. And it says buildings have collapsed and people have been evacuated in the Thai capital Bangkok after earthquakes in neighbouring Myanmar. The epicentre of the quakes was in neighbouring Myanmar near the city of Mandalay, according to the US Geological Survey. Here are some key points as reported and published in Sky News. The earthquake was recorded in Myanmar just after 1 p.m. local time. At least 3 dead after a partial collapse of a mosque in Myanmar. The effects have been felt in Bangkok, hundreds of miles away. At least 43 trapped after skyscraper collapses. Well, that number has increased to at least 67. We'll check some of the latest in just a moment. They would have been mostly Burmese migrant workers in that tower under construction in the Chatuchak area of Bangkok. Now, eyewitnesses say there was no warning before the tremors hit. 2 quakes were recorded. But as this shows, the main earthquake, a 7.7 magnitude earthquake, which happened at 13:20 local time. Then there's been other earthquakes of 4.6, 4.6 and 6.4, and they were recorded at 2:36, 2:27 and 1:32. We also note that Myanmar has declared a state of emergency after the 7.7 magnitude earthquake. The State Administration Council, that's the Burmese junta, says the quake struck around 20 kilometres northeast of Mandalay at a depth of 10 kilometres before being followed by 3 aftershocks. And we can see the proximity of Mandalay to Bangkok in Thailand. Let's go to some of the news out of Bangkok. And we start off with this footage from Bangkok. This is in the Chatuchak area. People racing to get their phones as that building collapses under construction. And we'll check on the latest death toll. Oh, you're a bit late with your camera, sir. And some more news from the Calcite English Facebook page saying that the Thai Prime Minister has announced an order for the Ministry of Interior to declare Bangkok an emergency area and notified the entire country to treat the situation as a full emergency, enabling immediate assistance to citizens when needed. And it says it was an 8.2, well, it was a 7.7 magnitude earthquake in Myanmar, and the tremors caused the collapse of the Office of the Auditor General. That was the building that was under construction. And the latest information we have, this just after 4 o'clock Thai time, 67 people were unaccounted for after the State Audit Office building in Bangkok in Bang Su area, which was under construction. Only 7 managed to flee after the earthquake occurred in Myanmar on Friday afternoon. And it notes the epicentre some 326 kilometres from Bangkok. As we head to Myanmar and some of the latest news from there. At least 3 dead after a partial collapse of Myanmar mosque. And it says that 3 have died after the mosque partially collapsed in Myanmar, according to witnesses. This has come from Reuters. One of the people in the town of Tuang Nu in Bago region says we were saying prayers when the shaking started, and 3 died on the spot. And some of the footage in Myanmar, there has been quite a few collapsed buildings. The epicentre quite close to the city of Mandalay. We can see roads destroyed, plenty of buildings collapsed as well. This footage compiled by the BBC and broadcast on their TV in the UK. And this some of the latest information from Myanmar itself, published by Calcite English on their Facebook page. And it says social media is sharing images of damage in the Mandalay region, including the UBN Bridge. We also note that the Thai Stock Exchange has been suspended after the quakes, and the bourse operator announced that following the earthquake incident, the Stock Exchange of Thailand hereby announces the immediate suspension of all trading. The closure affects all markets, including the SET, the Market for Alternative Investment, and the Thailand Futures Exchange. And the US Geological Survey has issued a red alert for deaths and damages and says on its website that high casualties and extensive damage are probable and the disaster is likely widespread. It also says that thousands of deaths are likely. Also, lots of video footage on Thai social media, people inside buildings jumping under desks, running out of the buildings, running for cover, pictures of buildings with their emergency pumps pumping the pools with all the water swaying and it cascading down the sides of the buildings. There will be more damage to report, especially in Myanmar. There will be, sadly, more lives lost, especially from that building construction collapse in the Chatuchak area of Bangkok. We'll do our best to keep you up to date. I should also alert people that there is a lot of rubbish being published, not only in my comment section, but also on social media about tsunamis in Phuket and PP. There's no way this particular earthquake could have caused an incident like that. So those sort of reports, you just need to be very careful. Check your sources. Always check your sources. I'm trying to make sure I'm providing you with the latest and most accurate information, and I'll probably do another report in the next 2 to 3 hours. Thanks for watching.